right, welcome to our weekly coaching chat. I look forward to this time every Monday morning because you guys get me fired up. Just seeing your faces. There's beautiful Becky joining us. Welcome, Becky. You know what this does? It's a reminder to me that I get the privilege of working with all of you, and I am so grateful for that. I really, truly am. I just constantly think about that scripture in Proverbs that says, as one, we'll see. Now all of a sudden I forgot it. Brenda, help me out here. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another, or so one friend sharpens another. And so that's how I feel when I look at you guys. You inspire me to really jump in. And there's Allison. Welcome, Allison. So, hey, Jane, you're on here too. Yay, and Jennifer. Wow, we got a great group today. All right, so before we dive into our topic of the day, I can't reiterate enough that even though we're going to talk about the nuts and bolts as far as what it takes to, in the new world, in the new 2020 compensation, what it takes to get to sales coordinator and qualifying senior sales coordinator, what I want to really challenge you guys is yes, it's good to know what we're going to talk about today, but that is not what's most important. And I'm going to take 5 minutes to talk about what's most important and what I truly want you guys to focus on, because it is what I'm about to share is what's going to make the difference. So I'm going to share my screen. And if you guys aren't utilizing, and I'm going to go back to the main screen, if you guys aren't utilizing the Team Extreme website, I'm telling you, I am in here almost every day. So I'm going to challenge you guys to get into a habit of really utilizing this website to really help you build and grow your business. So where we're going to go is to this game plan box, and then I'm going to go to DMO. And here's, to me, although we're going to learn about the new compensation plan, this is where the rubber meets the road. And I just put these questions together. If you're not sitting down on a Sunday night or Monday morning and literally asking yourself 6 questions in these 6 areas, who am I going to talk to this week about the product? And you want to get, that's our hot hands list. You want to get at least 10 names written down. Who do I need to follow up with last week? What customers do I need to reach out with? And I'm telling you, this time of year, it's really good to reach out to those inactive customers. I mean, I literally got another one this weekend. It's a guy who does my HVAC. He bought in 2018. He dropped off the bandwagon. I looked at him when I opened the door and I said, "You're going to hate coming to my house because you're going to get some Juice Plus before you leave." And he started laughing. He goes, I knew it. Just go ahead and sign me up. I need to get back on it." So what customers do you need to connect with, or inactive customers this week? Who do you need to talk to about the business? I am telling you what, every time I go to that recordings Facebook group and I look at all the different new recordings that have been placed on there, it triggers my mind of who I need to reach out to about the business. There's usually a business call on there that I can send to somebody. So who are you going to talk to about the business this week? Who are you going to reach out to? What distributors, or partners on your team need to hear from you? I'm telling you, you want to reach out to everybody if you can. If you got more than you can reach out to, really reach out to those people who have indicated they want to build and grow their business. Invite them to this call. Get them really plugged into the Juice Plus community. The more you can plug people into our Juice Plus community, the more solidified a partner you're going to have on your team. Because when I look at you guys, I want to be with you. I want to connect with you guys. They're going to start feeling the same way. Then also, I want you to write down How are you going to develop yourself this week? So that's the 6 questions I want you to ask yourself either on a Sunday night or a Monday morning. And then either if you may have a system, if you don't have a system, here's a simple one, print this out and ask yourself the questions and fill this out as you're asking yourself these questions. Because you guys, yes, it's good to know what we're about ready to dive into, but this is what's going to make your business grow. So I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to, for a minute, I am going to stop sharing. Let me see some hands. How many people on this call has just say, yes, I've got my plan mapped out for the week already? Allison, Becky, Shelly, let's see, who else? Karen, Precious, Lisa, Jennifer. Okay, you guys, good job. Just about everybody. That's awesome. And so here's what I also want to challenge you is connect with your key people. Make sure they are making a game plan. They're tracking their activity and they're executing their activity. That's what we as upline are to do. And that's to lock arms with our people. They have everything they need to be successful in this business. And constantly, week in and week out, do that. Okay, so I am going to jump into what I'm going to go back to the Team Extreme website, and we are going to jump back into what the call's about today. So where all of these numbers are located is under the game plan and fast track. Okay, so last week we talked about what does it take to go from partner to partner plus. And then we also talked about then to go from partner plus to qualifying sales coordinator, which is our old virtual franchise level. Today we're going to talk about which probably the bulk of the distributors that I'm working closely with is they're trying to go to sales coordinator. So this one's going to be critical for us to really get our heads, maybe I should say, wrapped around what it takes to get to sales coordinator. And I'm here to tell you, really, besides the fact the numbers look different, the nuts and bolts are there. It's the same thing that you're used to as far as what does it take to get to sales coordinator. So first of all, I have generated 12,000 in promotional product volume. And if you're not familiar with that promotional product volume, that means that you get the full points. You know, how we typically are paycheck, once you kind of fast track beyond those fast track levels, then you get paid based on if someone pays in full, you get the full amount. If they pay on installment, you get the installment amount. You get paid basically matching how your customers pay. Promotional product volume is the full amount. And so you've generated 12,000 new basically promotional product volume with your orders, your customer orders, and your team over the course of a 6-month time frame. So if you remember the old numbers, it was 12,000 cumulative, but you got no bonus. Then they went to 8,000 within a 60-day time frame. In reality, the 6,000, it says 12,000, but it's 6,000 of the way we used to calculate it. So it's actually easier to get to sales coordinator from a volume standpoint. So now, you know, everything's 1.8. That was the conversion number they used. So everything's going to be about 1.8 to a double 2.0, taking what the number used to be, converting it to what it is into the 2020 compensation numbers. So now we're looking at 12 2,000 promotional product volume, PPV. Then I've created a team structure of at least one P plus, which is one direct distributor from what we're used to, and two QSCs, which is virtual franchisees, in 3 separate lines. So that's not different. That's what we're used to. And then at least one of the QSCs, or virtual franchise, needs to do a fast track in a 6-month period of time. So I have generated at least 2,000 in performance bonus volume to qualify my business to pick up the 3% bonus. So we're used to hearing it takes 1,000 to qualify. Now it's 2,000. So if you want to look at how do we come up with that 2,000, don't think it's an overwhelming number. I'm pulling up my calculator. Right now, a trio, we get paid is $75 a month. So if you take a trio, it's $300. We've done away with the PVC. Now we're talking product volume. So the product volume, it's $300 for a trio. Divide that by 4, equals $75 or 75 points a month. If you take 2,000, you divide it by 75, that's 27 trios is what will generate a qualifying business now. It used to be 24 trios, but here's the deal. They're going to give us a whole year to pick up those 3 new trios. So it used to be 24 trios would qualify your business. Now it's 27, but during 2020, they're going to give us a little leadway and say, okay, so you don't have to necessarily have that total 2,000. They're going to let us qualify our business at 1,800 points a month. Does that make sense? Someone give me a thumbs up if that made sense. That makes sense? Okay, thanks, Allison. I'm seeing your picture, so I'm going to be looking to you, Allison, for the facial cues. Okay, so none of that should come as new information to anyone. That's pretty much, I guess I want to put y'all's mind at ease. Although the numbers look way more, they're really not. And in the areas that did change a little bit, they're giving us a whole year's grace period. So that's a pretty good deal. And quite frankly, within a year, every single person on this call shouldn't have any trouble getting 3 new trios. We want to build our customer base. It just means more money anyway. Okay, so PPV, purchase product volume, generated from my orders, my customers' orders, and my team. So what they're doing here is they're going to ask you questions so that you literally can print your 12-month analysis. Hopefully everybody on this call knows how to go and print your 12-month analysis out. So you want to print your 12-month analysis out and take a look and say, over the course of 6 months, track how much purchase or your product or promotional product volume that you've generated. Now, we're used to being able to run that report where it'll give you the promotional numbers on our new distributors, which I've not checked. If someone else has checked, please let me know. But my assumption is they're probably going to extend it to sales coordinators and allow us to track it there as well with these new numbers to track our progress and see. But if you think about it, when you go to tracking, and let's just do this. Everyone if you got your phone handy, do this calculation. Do 12,000, type in 12,000, and let's divide it by 300. So that means that you and your whole team need, over the course of 6 months, 40 new trios. So let's divide that by 6 for 6 months. So that literally only means 7, it's 6.66. So 7 trios a month your team needs to get to generate that 12,000 new promotional PPV. I'm gonna have a hard time breaking my old terminology. So that's one customer more than what we individually are shooting to do. So I hope that helps you realize that this 12,000 number is not that big of a number. Let me see, someone's saying something to me. Let's see, let me see who's saying what. Oh, yes, Tish. Tish is saying that's easy. And yes, it is extremely easy. That's not asking very much. If we're, a qualifying sales coordinator trying to get to sales coordinator, asking for us plus probably, 3 team members to do 6 trios a month is really way less than what we should be doing. So that's an easy number to get. My P plus team member, so it's asking you for that person. So you need to have one person who has hit that old HLP level or direct distributor level. You need to have one person who has hit the qualifying sales coordinator level, which is the old virtual franchise. And then within that 6-month period of time, of your 3 lines, one of them needs to be a brand new fast track qualifying sales coordinator, which is, you guys are used to doing that. That's not a big stretch. Hopefully you're going to have a lot more than just one, but to hit this goal, just one. Then the other thing is that you personally are qualifying your business. And I'm going to challenge you guys to go look at your customer analysis. What you want to see is at least 24 trio customers that you personally have. You, one, want to lead by example, but 2, want to make sure that your business is qualified regardless of what distributors are coming in or being promoted within your business. If you've got a good solid 24, but hopefully, we want to get that number up to 27 trios, you don't even have to worry. Automatically you're going to have a qualified business. All right, so let's come down here and look a little bit closer to these numbers. I love how they give us an idea of how much you should be making as a qualified sales coordinator. So let's walk through this. Your customers ordered total 8,000 promotional product volume. Why they're saying 8,000 is if I'm qualifying my business, the new qualifying number is that 2,000 number, 27 trios. And so if you take, we're talking 6 months. So, 4 months. So only taking a look at a 4-month time frame. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8,000 points. That's where they're coming up with that 8,000 points. They're assuming you are qualifying your business. So off your business alone, your qualifying customers, you're going to make $200 in profit a month. You're going to make 15% off from a commission standpoint. So that's another $300. And then this is your team that you have. Like we said, you're going to have at this point, once you hit sales coordinator, you're going to have a P plus team member. You're going to have 2 qualifying sales coordinator team members. So what they're looking at is to hit qualifying sales coordinator, they're looking at people doing a 4-month, so over the course of 4 months, they're saying that this person is going to do 250 points a month. And if you remember, that's our new commission qualified number. How do you come up with that number? So if I take the trios, 3 trios. So a trio is worth $75 a month. Do you remember we have $300 is how much a trio cost, and it also is our points. Divide that by 4, we come up with $75 a month for a trio. Times 3 is where they're coming up with 250 points, but 3 trios will come up to 225 points a month. So if you remember, to hit that first goal, you want 3 trios plus a little bit more. You know, in the picture that we showed last week, it was 3 trios and a complete order, or 2 trios and a quad is going to get you to that first level. So that's why that 250 is just a little bit more than just 3 trios. I'm probably talking in circles here, you guys. We'll open it up for questions. But what I want to just show you is, if you have that kind of a structure, you're looking at generating almost $700 a month as a sales coordinator, a brand new sales coordinator. That's a nice income stream. I don't know very many people who can generate an income stream of $700 a month that's secure. And then anything beyond that, as you build and grow your business, that number is just going to go up. So what I would, when I'm talking to someone new, is helping them understand, I'm not just trading, several hours of my time to make this money. What I've just done is created a residual income stream of $700 a month. So if you think about that, I've just generated an $8,000 a year income stream. And any more time I keep investing, what I'm doing is just building that number. So I would take this visual and help people understand that value of not having just a job, but instead creating an income stream. This just goes again showing you, here's the opportunity from a title reward, the bonuses you're going to get on top of what you've just created from a residual income standpoint. And then what we have here is showing us what the structure looks like to hit sales coordinator. All right, so that we're gonna come back in a minute with questions. So jot your questions down. We're gonna go now to qualifying senior sales coordinator and what that looks like. Oops, I got out of where I was. All right, here is qualifying senior sales coordinator. Okay, so I have consistently qualified my business. You see there where it's saying commission, meaning to be commission qualified. Now, it used to be 90 PVC points. Now it is 225 points or product volume a month, which equates to 3 trios. That's what, if we're going to sign up a new distributor, honestly, we want and should, as their upline, at least try to get them to the point that they have 3 trio customers at a minimum. Because what that does is that way then they're considered commission qualified. What you don't want is to sign a bunch of people up. Maybe all they have is, say, a quad and that's it. They're really missing the benefit of being able to be paid on commissions. Let's say they hit P+ or qualifying sales coordinator. If they don't have at least 3 trio orders, they're not going to be able to pick up the commission. So they're asking, are you personally commission qualified? Meaning you have, and hopefully by this point, you have enough customers to qualify your business without even including any of your partners or partner pluses in that number. But your qualifying or your PB qualifying number should at least be that 2,000 number so that you're qualified both personally and you're qualified from you, your partners, and your qualifying, your partners and your partner plus to be in that PB qualified bucket. Number 2 there, I have the team volume required averaging, so it's 6,000 a month for 2 months. And so that would be, if you look in the fine lines below, does it say there? Yes. So in 2019 numbers, what they were looking at to hit this number was 3,400 a month. Now they're kind of easing up with these new numbers in that now we're at 6,000, or in the new year, 3,000 a month, 6,000, 3,400 in our old numbers. So I just don't want you to think, oh my gosh, that's a huge jump, when in reality, it's not. So if you were trending around 3,400 in 2019 numbers, then the 6,000 actually is a little bit less, because it's at 6,000, it's at 3,000 that you're going to be required, 6,000, which is 3,000 in old numbers. Okay, I've thoroughly confused you, I'm sure, but so anyway, to hit this qualifying senior sales coordinator number, you need, from a structure standpoint, you're going to need 3 qualifying sales coordinators. So 3 old VFs. Then you have at least one of those has done a fast track since November 1st. So when it comes to trying to qualify for this qualifying senior sales coordinator number, they've given us a window of opportunity between November 1st through the end of February for people who are already sales coordinators, who it's kind of like a restart period for sales coordinators wanting to reach this brand new level. And so they want to see that in that time frame, you're continuing to build and grow new team as well as new customers. And so in that November 1st through February 29th time frame, you've at least brought on one new qualifying sales coordinator person. So the bonus requirements, I have one PB line, meaning one of these 3 qualifying sales coordinators are qualified, and they have at least 4 active team members. Now, what does it mean for someone to be active team member? That means they have to be that commission qualified, meaning they back to that 225 product points to be considered an active team member. So that kind of goes back to what I was saying, that when we bring people on right from the get-go, we want them to at least have 3 trio customers, so that they, one, not only for themselves will be commission qualified and they can get commissions, but also for you, so they can be considered an active team member. So I just literally got off the phone with a brand new distributor of mine, and I had this conversation. She said, well, let me just get started. We've signed her up on Friday. She goes, let me just place my order, and then we'll think about, down the road, I'll start moving with my business. Right off the bat, I wanted to just kind of put that seed of thought in her mind. Let's at least get you 3 trios. And you also need to order, she ordered a trio, the Omegas, so that you hit that first goal. You have 3 customers, and that way she is commission qualified and can pick up at least that first commission level, being a partner plus. So just put that kind of under your hat. If someone doesn't want to do that, I probably would say, you know what, let's hold off, just keep you as a customer for now, and let's sign you up later when you're ready to add a couple more customers, just so that you maximize the benefits that being a partner with Juice Plus will bring. Because sometimes, and I don't want to say this that you're messing with anyone, but sometimes when you take something away that people realize, you're really trying to encourage them for their benefit and not yours, then sometimes that you take it away, sometimes that makes people want it all the more and be like, oh, okay, it's not that hard to get to the Partner Plus level. Okay, so below are the 4 downline active team members. So this is just a worksheet that I'm going to challenge you, if you're a sales coordinator or if you're a qualifying sales coordinator, you print these forms out so that you are tracking your progress and you know exactly what you need to do. And literally, I have these forms printed out for the distributors I want to work closely with to really help them progress and move forward. And I'm filling out, when I do calls with them, these lines themselves so that we know exactly and they know exactly what they need to do to hit their goals. Point number 7 there, I will only count 3,000 pay line volume from any one line. And this would be, let's just say you have the 3 virtual franchisee, I got to get the terminology right, qualifying sales coordinator lines. You have pretty much everything you need, but let's just say one of those 3 qualifying sales coordinators they really have a lot of the lion's share of the points. What they don't want to happen, and I got to say this can be pretty normal. Linda's on here. Linda has always been 50% of my business from the get-go. We started this together. And so that is going to be pretty typical. And I think you're going to see that. But what they want to ensure is that you don't have a line that goes over 50%, because you want to have good structure throughout your business. And so that you have more than one really good line going. And so if you're in a situation like that, this is a little worksheet area on this worksheet that will help you figure out, oh, okay, do I still meet the volume requirements if we cap my key person who's really going strong at 3,000? And so it shows you how to do that. And then lastly, if you're a restart sales coordinator and you're trying to pick up that $1,000 incentive, the only additional thing besides what we've talked about above is they want to see that your business as a whole within the next 6 months increases by 20%. And so what it's doing is it's sending you to your 12-month analysis, getting what your pay line was in October, and then that's the number that has to increase 20% over the next 6 months. And so this is just another way to track that, to say, am I building my business across the board? Am I personally bringing on new customers? Am I personally bringing on new distributors? And are my current distributors, those qualifying sales coordinators that I do have, are they building and growing? That's what they want to see, is growth in our business. If they're going to be giving out big chunks of money, they want to see that you are building and growing, or your team is really building and growing from a customer standpoint and a distributor standpoint. So my challenge to y'all, and I'm going to stop sharing and then we're going to open it up for questions, is we really want to utilize, I think these forms maybe it's just the way my brain works, I think they are fantastic. And I'm going to challenge you guys, literally, I've printed each one out and I have them in a sleeve. And I look at them, and I've been listening to the videos. I don't know how many of y'all saw that video by Billy Leonard that went through the compensation plan. He was excellent. And I just have these handy. And every time I listen to another one, I pull this out and I work through it with my brain. And for me, hearing something and seeing something at the same time, it really sinks into my brain a little bit better. As well as I'm talking to people, instantly, I can't keep all that in this 50-some-year-old brain, but I can certainly take a look at a piece of paper and it's going to come back to me a lot easier. So that's the challenge. I am going to stop the recording.